Hey everybody, and welcome to Engineering the Kingdom. There are as-builts in the Bible. The writer of Hebrews writes the as-builts of the covenant. What was promised in the Old Testament is fulfilled in the New Testament, and what Jesus did for you and for me is explained. In construction, as-builts are turned in at the end of a project to explain what was actually built in real life. It's compared to the design and shows how it was actually constructed. And in the same way, the writer of Hebrews tells what was constructed by Jesus' fulfillment of the covenant promise. And it was even more beautiful than we could have ever imagined. See, the Old Testament painted the picture well in tabernacle and temple, sacrifices, rams and bulls and goats, all shedding their blood for the sacrifice of sin to push them back for a year. And it painted a picture of what was to come in completion and perfection. It wasn't perfect yet, as that blood could never remit sin. But the promise of the scripture was that Jesus would come and he would shed his blood so that we could be saved and that sin would be remitted or erased and removed. And the writer of Hebrews paints that picture so brilliantly as he explains that when Jesus died on that cross and was buried for 3 days, he took his own blood as our perfect high priest and applied it to that mercy seat to tear the veil in twain so that we could have access to him once again. It's the gospel of Jesus Christ, the death, burial, and resurrection that has brought us into a kingdom that cannot be shaken. What Jesus built as the foundation and the chief cornerstone, we now build on as inheriting it with sons and daughters. The great promise of the covenant. So as you celebrate Easter this weekend and you remember the resurrection, go read your as-builts and see just how perfectly it was designed and how beautifully it was carried out and constructed, because only Jesus could build something so incredible. The greatest architect and engineer ever known to man. So, let's build together and let's keep engineering the kingdom. God bless.